guys, just wanted to give a real quick review of the Clash at Daytona. It was obviously delayed until this afternoon, and if you haven't seen the race, or if you're recording it, and I don't even know why you click on this video, so just get off this video right now. I'm going to say who won the race. Joey Logano ended up winning the Clash in a pretty hectic finish. I was getting worried near the end when I saw the four Gibbs cars working together. It was Hamlin, Suarez, Kenseth, and Kyle Busch all working very well together, but I was getting worried because there's not a lot of cars in the field. You could see that the outside lane could not get a run. But then Kyle Busch, being the driver I like him to be, being aggressive, not wanting to work with his teammates in the race that everyone should want to win, tried to make it a couple moves. It got everything out of sync, and it ended up creating a great finish. Brad Keselowski looked low on Denny Hamlin, and it didn't really work. Since Hamlin tried blocking, he had to go for it, you know, no points, so it doesn't matter. He went for it, tried blocking, didn't work, came down on Keselowski. Hamlin pretty much wrecked. Keselowski was out of it as well. Logano goes around the high side, gets around them. And then Logano goes on to win the race because Alex Bowman didn't know that Logano was that far ahead, so he tried passing Kyle Busch, and they just stalled each other out with the side drafting. And that was the race. My girl, Danica Patrick. I make fun of her so much, as you guys know. I'm basically a Danica Patrick hater, but I do like Danica Patrick. She finished 4th. I actually want her to win the 500. I really do. We all know it's probably not going to happen, but still. Danica, 4th place, probably her best finish ever. One thing that was very interesting to see were definitely the Toyotas were very fast. When Keselowski gets out in front, he's very hard to pass. Keselowski, Logano, Hamlin, those guys are hard to pass when they get out in front, mainly because they are very aggressive drivers. They know how to block both lanes. Those cars look fast. Look for them to be very fast in the Daytona 500. Mainly what I saw, I was a little bit worried about the Hendrick cars. They did not look great. It looks like they're fast in qualifying. If you guys haven't seen qualifying, go check it out. But in qualifying, Chase Elliott, Dale Earnhardt Jr. swept the front row, which a lot of people didn't expect because they didn't show speed in practice. But I think by now you should expect that the 24, the 88 are going to be very fast at every super speedway, especially the 24. The 24 is always fast. Credit to Alan Gustafson and their team for always bringing forth a fast race car. But in the pack, they don't look very stable. And there's that turn 4 issue. You had it with Chase Elliott last year, the Daytona 500. You had it with Dale Earnhardt Jr. at Talladega. You've had it with Jimmy Johnson a couple of times as well, and twice in the Clash. Coming off turn 4, they seem to just lose stability in the car. It could be because of handling. There's mainly 3 reasons as to why this happens. Number 1, they're in the middle of the pack. When you're in the middle of the pack, you have no air getting onto your nose. You're in a bunch of dirty air, so that's the biggest reason. Number 2 is the handling of the car. Hendrick cars don't look as stable as, let's say, the Fords or the Toyotas. They don't look as stable. They look a little bit more squirrely, especially when the tires wear down, so that's another reason. And 3, where you position, well, this can go with the air thing, where you position your car in terms of where you are, and if you're tight, if you're really tight or really loose, one of the two, but if you're tight, you tend to put more wheel into the car. When you're in that dirty air and you slide across someone's rear bumper, the air changes. The air on the front of your car changes. The air on the back of your car changes if there's someone behind you. All that air that's in that little bubble that you're in, it can just go all over the place and cause you to spin. So Hendrick really needs to figure that out with their cars. I heard Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to be practicing it. I don't know how you practice that, but you just got to practice not spinning off of turn 4, and it can happen anytime. And it looks like when it does happen, they can't save it because the car literally just snaps. And it's not something you can save. It looks like an air thing. If it was handling, if your car was loose and let's say like the rear tires weren't working or something, you would be able to save it. You'd understand it happening. But when air affects your car and it affects it to that kind of a degree, I mean, there's no saving that thing. It's just gonna go. That's it. It's done. The race itself was pretty good. I tend to always be. I never know what to think about the package they have now. It seems like it's good for the middle of the pack. It's just that when you get in the middle of the pack, it's really hard to go somewhere unless the guys up front are disturbing the air. If the guys up front are just blocking both lanes, it's really hard to go anywhere, and it kind of creates just a static race. But it is better than single file racing, so I mean, it's better than that. I just wish kind of like you'd be able, there's this bubble of air that bothers me that you can't really break through unless you get a really good push. If NASCAR could just focus on just limiting that bubble just a little bit to allow drivers to really get runs, especially on the leader, because the leader can just block both lanes. Second place if their teammates can block both lanes, and they kind of have the race under control. If they could just kind of eliminate that bubble just a little bit, it'd be better. But right now, this is one of the best packages that we have. So the race was overall good. Qualifying was interesting to see how close everyone was. But I expected, once I saw Chase Elliott was fastest in the first round, I expected him to do the same thing he did a year ago, which is pick up a good amount of time to win the pole. And he did, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. did, and Clint Bowyer did. I love Clint Bowyer because Clint Bowyer looked like he was going to get the pole. He ends up finishing or qualifying 4th. Clint Bowyer is the Paul Rudd of NASCAR, I promise. Like, he is this funny guy. Everyone likes him. Just that, like, he's something bad usually happens to him. Like, a little bit of promise, and then just it's his luck. It's Clint Bowyer. Everyone loves him though. Yeah, that's my review of the Clash. Nothing really else. Guys, if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Sorry this video was a little bit quick. Got a lot of stuff to do. Got to write a paper, a lot of college work to do. I'll review the Daytona 500 as well. Leave your comments down below. Who you think's gonna win the 500? Who you think, or what you think of the race today? I'll give you a quick tip of who I think's gonna win the 500. I am going with. Hold on. To win the Daytona 500, I'm going with Clint Bowyer. Mark that down. Clint Bowyer. I'm going to go with him. So, Clint Bowyer, I think, is going to win the 500. That's just my choice. Pick it out of the hat. I'll see you guys later. Hope you're having a great day. Peace out.